a pound. King Ryan Garcia, one of the brightest stars in all of boxing. This Southern California native is must-see.
This bout is...
And this one has all of those big... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Oh, and he caught him with a left hook. Hit him with a left jab. Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
Walk in. You cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place. They will spot it.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. They block that jab. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and the cornerman.
Here we go for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Well done with that counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter shot lands. There's a counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. The jab doesn't quite connect. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need... And there's the bell for round three. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He just misses with that jab. Back and forth they go. Good counter punching. And he scores with the counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than have to.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. She missed with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperate. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Can't find a home with that jab. Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Crawford's legs are all over the place. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they telling when they go to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not... Back into the fray here in round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter lands. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
They exchanged punches. Missed with that right uppercut. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Crawford is dazed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box it.
This is the beginning of round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter. Miss with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Big swing and a miss with the hook. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't land. Hold that thought! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great one. I love it.
There's the bell to start round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with these 2 lightning-quick lightweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change everything in this battle. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter, who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Crawford in trouble. very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. There's the bell to start round 8. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Crawford may be ready to go down. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job.
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford in trouble! How are they still standing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Some might have thought the fight a little bit close.